Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Sean and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the My Forex Funds Challenge Series, 100K Challenge Series, Episode 3. I apologize for not uploading last week, an update on my channel. I've been quite busy actually packing because I'm moving out, but that's no excuse. I do have the video today, and basically I'm gonna wrap up the challenge, show you all the trades I've taken and what happened with the challenge. But basically, yeah, I did not hit the 8%, but I did remain just above break even. So I do have the opportunity to retry the challenge free of charge, because My Forex Funds do let you do the challenge again if you hit the 10-day minimum trading days, don't violate any rules, and you just remain above profit. So I've done that. I remained above break even, but I'm not happy because I did not hit the target. But it is what it is, and yeah, I'll go into detail about the trades I've taken. And later on this week, I'm actually going to show you the final episode. I'll show you in depth the account analyzer that My Forex Funds has, so you can see exactly what My Forex Funds shows with placing trades and what happens with the graph, that kind of thing. So yeah, but now let's get onto the video. So I'm going to run you through the trades that I've taken. So as you guys saw before in the previous video, I took this trade which resulted in a 0.5% loss. Going on to next week, the week 2, I'm going to run you through why I took these couple of trades. So with AJ, we had this high that formed, and then it broke the major high, and then it straight away broke the major low. And then we had this bomb formation, the first bomb formation in the first reversal change, right? So we had this bomb form right here. So this is basically what happened. We had a pull up, then it broke the high, then it came down, and then it broke the low and formed the bomb at the most recent low level, which is also the major low level. So that's why I took the trade. We had the push. So I was happy to take the trade. It did go into around 1R, which is basically my risk, but it did shoot back up and it did hit my stop loss. The thing with Gorilla is, it allows you, the strategy, it allows you to minimize your risk, maximize your reward. That's basically what Joshua Bunker says. So basically, once it broke this major low, it allowed me to move my stop loss to the most recent high, which is over here where the red line is. And yeah, that allowed me to reduce my risk. But yeah, it reduced my risk from 0.5% to 0.41. So yeah, I did reduce my risk, but not by much. So that's a 0.41% loss. So at this point, I am 0.91% down in the challenge in week 2. And then I took this trade. So it was a reversal bomb. So I was happy to take it. It fit my criteria, but it's not the most attractive looking bomb. So something I can look back in my back testing data and maybe get rid of this type of setup. This setup actually did form at 3 a.m., a 4 a.m. entry actually. As you guys can see, we had the push up, and then we had this candle, then we had the counter trend, and then it broke the low, the first low. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see over here. So over here, it pushed up, formed one candle, counter trended the candle. So it formed the first low, then it broke the first low to create the second low, and in the same candle, it pushed up. So that was a valid entry for me according to my plan. But I actually did not wake up in time to enter that trade, which is not good. I should be entering the trade then and there. But luckily for me, in terms of entering, it was like static around this area, so I could enter at a later time. So yeah, I entered a bit late, but it dropped down. And this is when I was actually looking on my MT4. And for some reason, right, it hasn't hit my stop loss, but it looked on my MT4 as if the low was here. So when I was looking at it, it technically changed trend on my MT4. So there's no point in me holding the trade if it's already changed the trend, if you get what I'm saying. So as soon as it pushed up a bit, I closed the trade. But yeah, over here it doesn't show that. So I would have actually still bid in. It would have pushed up. I would have moved my stop loss to where this low is. So basically it would have like barely reduced my risk. And it would have hit my stop loss. So it would have been just under 0.5%. But, you know, luckily for me, you can think luckily, you know, on my MT4, it's showing that it broke the low early. As soon as it pushed up a bit, I took the loss and it made it a 0.37% loss. So yeah, not the best trade that I took. So at this point, I am down, let's see, 0.5, 0.91, and then 1.27. So I'm down 1.27% at this point. And then going into week 3, really frustrating, the amount of trades that I took during this challenge. It was really low frequency for me according to my plan. And I saw a lot of people, they took a lot of trades and it did go their way, but it wasn't in my plan. So it's quite frustrating. Something to look back on my backtesting data. Yeah, a bit frustrating this month for me. But yeah, no trades in week 3. So the frequency of the trades was really low. I'm just sharing my experience. It wasn't the best. It wasn't a good challenge for me personally. But the only positive I can take is that I did remain in profit. I did get in the green. So yeah, at this point, after week 3, I took no trades for EJ, AJ, and AU. So my plan from week 4 was to just get in profit, get the retry, and look forward, you know, because this is a challenge to forget for me. So week 3 was no trades at all. But week 4, AJ no trades. So EJ was also no trades for me. And AU though, there was a trade for me. So over here, we had a really nice trade that formed. That as soon as I got above the 100K mark, I took the profit and I was happy with that because I hit the 10-day minimum trading days. So I just needed to get in profit above the 100K. So that was my goal. So over here, right, we had this descending nature, large descending nature. We did see many trend changes, but for me, I can see a weakness in the sellers, and the buyers were going to kick in because there was a lack of momentum to the downside. And even over here, we had this mini descending. So I had a buying bias. So as soon as I saw this, let me just zoom in for you guys. As soon as I saw this candle, we saw this wick break the low and then push up again because this bear candle basically pushed down then pushed up. So we broke the major low, then we broke the high over here. So this box that you can see over here, this is kind of indicating that this is the most recent high. That's how I track it. So this is the most recent high for me. So it pushed up, strong push up, literally just bull candles. And then we had this bomb that formed. We had this first low here, counter trend, then it broke it, and then we had this bull candle. So at 3 a.m. I entered. Yeah, I did get my ass up and did place a trade. And yeah, good that I did because it was a good entry at 3 a.m. Here it shows a bit later, but it was 3 a.m. And let me get rid of this. And it did go into drawdown a bit. I had a 14 pip stop loss for this. Went into a bit of drawdown. Let's see how much drawdown it went into. It went into around 10 pips drawdown. But we did have a push up, strong push up. I was just tracking my stop loss up. And as soon as it went above the 100K, I closed the trade for profit, right? So I was happy to at the very least, remain in profit above the 100K to get the retry because I didn't violate anything. I had the minimum trading days, so I'm happy to remain above the green. But yeah, this was a 2.79 R trade, so it did get me just above 100K. If I was tracking this like gorilla, let's say if I was not being not using my own bias and I didn't take the profit out, it would have actually gotten me out for a 1.3R because we had this huge push up and then straight away push down. So I would have actually been below 100K if I had waited out like this. So I'm happy to have taken the profit when I saw it above 100K. But yeah, this actually did go all the way up to 5.64R, actually a bit more, 5.74R. So yeah, it was a big trade, but I took it out for a 2.79R, which got me above the 100K. So yeah, with this challenge, there's a lot to reflect on. I didn't like the frequency of trades that I had, even though over a large series of data, my average trades per month is around 8 trades, but I didn't like the frequency that happened this month. And also I didn't like that there were a lot of opportunities that I missed out on because of my plan. So I'm going to look at my plan again, see if I can make any changes to get the frequency up. I'm going to add more pairs to my trading to increase the frequency. I'm going to add the bullet as well, so to increase my returns. So yeah, a lot to reflect on. It was a good experience. I'm a bit disappointed, but it is what it is. So guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you guys took some value from my experience. And if you guys have your own experience, make sure to share it down in the comment section down below because I'd love to hear about it. And yeah, there's so much more to come on this channel. We're nearly at 1K, so make sure to smash the subscribe button. And yeah, I appreciate all of you. So till next time, see you.